We have holes in our walls. We have torn off doors from their hinges. We have things thrown.
It's Channel Mom with Jenny Dean Schmidt. We're here for you.
Hey, welcome back to Channel Mom. We have our friend Susan Whitlock with us, who has written a new book called Recess for Mom. She also has a ministry called Stepping Stones. She wants to serve parents who are raising difficult children, either natural or adopted. And maybe you're even a foster parent, so you know what that's like. So let's move on with your second son. You got both of your kids out of the foster care system. Well, they would have been in foster care. You immediately got them and adopted them. They were both about 3 when you got them. The second son has presented great issues. I mean, you love him deeply, but he's got great issues. So he's acting out as a toddler. He has reactive attachment disorder. He has a very high pain tolerance because he's been abused. He has rage. How does that manifest now that he's a teenager?
Well, when he was about 11, we went into a very physical aspect of this rage. We have holes in our walls. We have torn off doors from their hinges. We have things thrown because there's such an inability to stop that limbic brain. Because when there is this cycle of attachment disorder, what happens is the frontal lobe actually is the conductor of the brain. Mm-hmm. And that sort of diminishes. And the limbic system, the amygdala, is where our fight, flee, or freeze aspect, and it's a healthy thing for a person who knows how to moderate.
But if it's overblown,
yes, and so the triggers for a child like this are anything that is seen as a threat to his desire, threat to his safety, threat to anything that he perceives as important. And kids that either have an interrupted cycle of attachment, or it could even be your own biological child that was very ill and was placed in an incubator for those first few weeks. Mm-hmm. That can sometimes set up, that's why they often have moms now at least go in and touch the babies in the incubator, because touch is so important. Yeah. The sound of the mother's voice, the sound of that cooing, that soothing. That helps brain development. They've discovered that children who do not get that cycle of attachment, that trust is replaced by rage. Oh. And what develops out of that is an inability, of course, to trust, because my needs are not being met. Therefore, I either am going to just shut down or I'm going to rage against the world.
Yeah.
And so by the time we got our youngest, he was in that very acute state of rage. And they can't be thwarted in any way. They don't want to be told no or wait, because it's all about them. They're very narcissistic. Mm-hmm. Out of necessity, it's how they survive.